Hello everybody and welcome to City Skylines. This will be episode 3, I think, of the little Squadsville here. We've got the Fallout Zone, we've got the mutants going hard, making the town some money, providing the people with jobs, giving Breadbox somewhere a place to live. And we've got the little dongabout here. Seems to be going well. We're going to see what we can do. I think we're going to try and pretty up Breadbox, because we put in the park and we got the path, but I think we could improve on that, to be honest. So we're going to try on that, but I don't know what to get started off. Start off with. I don't really know what we need. I think we were looking to get some power. I think that's definitely what we were looking at getting. We're making a lot of money. There's definitely room to grow the city. And I'm not sure where we want to grow it to, but like I said, I want to make all this like a really nice area in here, on the island, as you do. And I'm not sure how we go about that, because I feel like that's going to require a bit of money. So we'll let the growth sort of do its thing, while we'll bring out this intersection and build another. Music just got very quick-paced. Quick-paced? Fast-paced. We'll build another little thing over here. And to do that, we're going to need to get this terrible roundabout off to a start, and I think it's gonna have to be one way, because I think it already is. Oh, this road is very confusing and makes very little sense, because this is almost saying that you can turn here, but I don't think you can you? I don't know, it seems like it'll work out. So oh, it's saying that you have to turn left as you come in. Yeah, no, okay, that makes sense. So we're gonna bring this out here, possibly in a straight sense, somewhat. It's sort of coming off like this. Oh no, this one needs to go in, doesn't it? There we go. And yes, I am aware that this looks terribly homemade, but that's sort of how we're doing it, isn't it? Now, this one was the one coming off, isn't it? So it needs to sort of line up with the last one we did. This one's only going to be short, and we can actually just do this with this one, because that's how we want to do it. I think this is how we want to do it. So that looks sort of terrible, but it's the best thing that I can come up with to solve the traffic, because otherwise, to turn around, they're going to come all the way up here. Which, honestly, probably wouldn't be the worst thing, I guess. Like, I guess we're not really trying to save them time. And that might just cause congestion. So, let's just pause the city here. How much money do we have? Not a whole lot, so we're actually going to get this. We're going to do some reforming. I honestly prefer my places to look pretty then. Who is this? What is this? We've left a poor soul out here. A green van bod to just die. Unfortunately. This has to be one way, I think. So we'll just do that for now. And we'll come to that when we have money, because there's no point really doing it when we don't have any money at all. Do we have a police station? We do. Main thing I'm trying to do right now is to see if I can make us some money. So to do that, we do need to grow the town. So for some reason, we're starting to lose money. But I think I have a solution. For now, what we'll do is we'll just bring this straight up. Maybe like here. Is this one way? Yeah, it is. So one way there. Okay, so we're just waiting for a tiny little incy bit more money. 320 money. So we can speed this up. Get that pretty quick. I feel like Squadsville's starting to thrive, actually. And it feels good. It feels very good. Because, okay, except for the crime, but it seems like what can I do about the crime? We have a police station right there, and it sort of is just like this bomb-ass little shack out in the middle of nowhere, so I don't know if I'm too concerned. Meanwhile, is their house on fire, or? Crime rate is high. Well, you're not complaining it. Look, we're gonna let those guys complain. These people seem pretty sick, but Look, our town's doing pretty good considering we've got no money at all. Now, I think what we're going to do here is bring another sort of slip lane off. Maybe even bring it off here. If I can manage that. Which I might not be able to. So, what I might do... I've got no money to work with, so we're going to have to actually put the game into play. Which I get really nervous in city building games about doing that. Because I tend to try and like micromanage everything when you should be doing it on the run. Really, in these games you want to do it on the run because you know if you're not making money, you sort of come to these points where you are doing what I'm doing now, which is sitting around doing nothing. So, which you know is what I tend to do in most games because I'm not the best at games. Crime rate is high. Okay, what we're going to do to fix this is I will pause while I do this. Somewhat. Budget is we're going to rise the police expenditure just to 100, just to give them a bit of reach. And we might even raise the sickness by a little bit. Look, it's going to cost us a bit of money, but it's going to make people happier. What's our water like? Okay, it's all good. Crime rate high. Employment. So we might need to expand on this. Which, these little one-way things aren't actually a bad way to go, I feel. I'm gonna have a little intersection in here that'll just, hopefully... We can't really do much without any of this money, so I've got to keep playing it. I've got to keep forgetting about playing it. Crime rate, sickness, fire, okay. Yep, it's time to just really increase all these back to 100, I guess. Maybe even put them at 105. And then if, you know, if things start to work out and people start to get happy, then we just bump the taxes up. Also, if I sound a little sick, it's probably because I am. Which is weird. I tend to get sick in summer, which, you know, you wouldn't expect it, but, you know, winter I seem to do pretty well. Like, you know, I get colds and whatnot, but when I actually get quite sick, it's for some reason, it's always around the summer time of the year, which is weird. Okay, so hopefully that fixes the problem because there seems to be a lot of bad things happening down in the downtown end of Breadbox. Now, what we want to do here, I think, is if we can just get enough money, we'll get this little bit of industrial zone going first. Which we need another 764, so we just need 1 hour to tick-tock over. I'm not sure. This intersection might just get a bit out of hand if we put too much out here, but the fallout zone, it just needs more. It just needs more. It at least needs that road, and honestly, we need more of these things. So I've got an idea, but it's going to be expensive to do, and then we're going to have to save up on a few things once we get this. So this needs to be straight but short. So I'm going to have it like this. And then we're going to bring it sort of like this. Which we're going to bring up. I'll bring that up. This starts to get very expensive when you start to do this as well. And then what we're going to have is to get it back on. They're going to come probably on in here. Because that means the exit traffic is ahead of the exit traffic, which I think is an okay way, because I don't think you'll get too many people coming through here to do that. And we're leaving this at the moment just to speed traffic up, but it's already getting a little bit out of hand, I think, traffic-wise. But we are making a lot of money, and it doesn't seem like there's... Okay, so trash is an issue, so let's just get another tip. I'd like to be able to afford some incinerate. Can we fit one of these sort of behind? No. We'll put one of those there. And that should solve the trash problem. Maybe. What do these guys want? Not enough educated workers. Okay, so we need some more education as well. Which we can't really afford an educated school, so let's just bump up the education a little. Yeah, let's just bump this up to, like, we're making plenty of money, so let's just bump that up to 110. And see what that does. That seems to alleviate some of that. Maybe even more we need. We are spending a lot of money on roads, but it's a very good way to make money. Because once we get this amazing little sort of I think this looks pretty cool, all these raised roads through here. It just... Is it worth the money that we're spending? I'm not sure, so... The money we're making as well is pretty good, so we might raise this up a little more. I think nighttime can be a little less. And then... Do people still have an issue with the tip? One guy has an issue with the tip. And I'm willing for one guy to have to sort of like... You know, deal with his own problems, because... We are running a city, but... Okay, so these are the guys that are now struggling. It once worked, but it doesn't... Okay, so we really need to fix up this schooling situation. How much is it for another school? We only have a little primary school. We need a high school, which is going to cost us 24,000, which, frankly, we don't really have. Okay. Let's think about this. We're going to need a bit of a strategy here, I think. How's the poo hole, the little poo hole bay going? Seems to be alright. I'm a little bit concerned about how it's doubling back this way, because then I'm feeling like it might come in here, and I feel like it should be going all the way out here. So when we get this block, we might have to move the sewage out to this bridge and get rid of this. But what's actually happening in our town right now? It seems to still just be all about education. So I think we're good right now leaving this to its own devices until we can afford a school. I would take out a loan, but it just doesn't seem like a good... Oh wow, we're really riding that power wave just a little, so let's just bump it up to that. We haven't built anything more. And there are less complaints about educated work. I know you want more residential zones, but I'm not putting it on this road because it will just turn it into an absolute... just an issue. It's becoming nighttime now, and I'm sort of annoyed because I want to build this school, but I want to build roads. Do we just build another primary school? Cash-wise, it's going to be quite efficient, I think. What's it do? Even more attractive to children. Education is a requirement for buildings to level up. No, I think we actually need to save the money here. Okay, so there's not really any point until we build some more residential. So I'm just thinking how much this road's going to cost, because I want to bring this now down here. Sort of like... Oh, actually I want to keep it up. And sort of go... over this way. Down this way. And it's a little off. But we should be able to correct it by doing this. And making it straight there. Okay, so that'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Oh wow, no, there's a fire and fallout zone. That's not good. Oh, that's quite a big fire. And are the fire services getting there? It is a bit of a trek for the fire zones, to be honest, because they have to go... Okay, that's a bit of a flaw in our plan. To get to the industrial zone, yeah. Yeah, they have to... Oh, Boomtown! We did it. Okay, so we've got some new areas. Transport, bus, or recycling, recreational use. And we've got a few road uses here. Highway ramp. Oh, and some new buildings. Cemetery, bus depot. Okay, cool. So that's unfortunate because... We've come up with this terrible design flaw that the way that you have to get in here is you literally have to leave the town, come out into the donga, like the back end of the donga, and reverse in here, like just to get here. So we'll have to come up with a solution to that. We now have a lot of money, and I honestly don't know where that came from. So we're gonna have to put this school somewhere, and I'm gonna say it's gonna have to be close to where the other school is. But I'm just actually gonna plonk it right here. Right in the middle of suburbia. And look at that, even the people over there are happy. And now we're going to fix this road situation, which I'm going to pause it for. We might wait till day to solve that one. And we're going to come out here and build this next little bit of road, which is actually going to come out here again. And then straight again. Hopefully enough in line with that to not look completely terrible. And now I want this to come in a way so that it... Okay. Might have to delete this. Yep. Okay, so I wanted to do this. This, and bring it down again. Oh, I don't know if we've got a tunnel. And then, sort of in a way, it's like that. Okay, now that seems like extremely excessive, to be honest. But this way we can use this to strip stream off and really, I think that's going to be a good way to divert traffic. It looks insane. It sort of looks like a roller coaster. The donga has been converted to what I would say is a roller coaster, and I like that because we're sort of building what you would like a night a Blade Runner sort of setup. Oh, is that all two-way street? I think it is. Oh. Okay, where? At what point did it turn? Okay, there. Okay, that could have been worse. And I think the money situation's going to get a lot better now. Electricity, we really have to invest in some more, so while we have the money, I'm actually going to buy 2 of these, because it seems to be a good way to go. We can bring down our power usage, probably now, to like 95%. I think water we might just bring up to 80, because preemptively we're going to need that. We need a fire department sort of just in the industrial zone, honestly. How much is like... Okay, we can't... We need a cemetery as well, which we might put out here. But we might also join these. I don't know what that'll do to traffic though. But let's get these new houses in. So these should probably be 2-way. No, we can do it 1-way off of here. Just like this. 1-way out here. They're not happy because they're closer to a road, but look. You can't stand in the way of progress, so we're going to do that. That's going to be that. And now the 2-way streets are just going to come up here, similar to a bread box style, but what we're going to do is we're actually going to curve these ones nicely. Okay. So this is going to be a nice little area of like sort of a rabbit warren of just... It's not efficient in any way. But little towns have these things, and look, I'm the last person to know why they build these at all, but it'll add a bit of character to this area of the city. And what we'll do is I think this one's gonna have to somehow connect here. No, it can keep going. And we'll bring one out there, because I think that'll be fine traffic-wise. We'll just bring a little donger out here, and a little dinger out there. And whoa, no, what happened to that? I don't think we can leave the road like that. That looks incredibly hazardous. It stayed like that. Oh no.